The epicenter of high strangeness in the American Southwest, the Skinwalker Ranch continues to defy scientific explanation. In a mind-bending investigation, astrophysicist Dr. Travis Taylor and his team uncovered something so bizarre during a drilling operation in the Mesa that it left even the most seasoned expert stunned. What began as a standard geophysical experiment quickly evolved into a mystery that now has the scientific community scratching its collective head. An impenetrable object beneath the earth, surrounded by strange signals and behaving like an invisible force field. This phase of the investigation was centered on the mysterious dome-shaped anomaly previously identified using ground-penetrating radar. The anomaly had already piqued the interest of the team due to its unusual geometry and inexplicable energy reading. To get closer to the truth, Travis Taylor and his colleagues partnered with Aaron Blunt and his crew from Straight Shot Drillers, hoping to drill directly from the top of the mesa into the heart of the unknown. The goal was simple in concept but extraordinary in implication: to drill through the mesa and reach a vertical object located just behind the anomaly, equipping with a 33 megahertz beacon embedded in the drill bit. The team intended to track the drill's position and monitor any unusual energy shifts during the process. Right from the beginning, there was tension. The drill cut through sandstone like butter, until it didn't. After penetrating nearly 280 feet, the drill abruptly encountered something it could not bore through. This wasn't just a dense layer of rock. This was different. The drill operator noted a drastic change in resistance, an invisible barrier that not only stopped the drill bit in its tracks, but also seemed to push it off course. Sound familiar? A similar force had been encountered in previous drilling attempts, but from below. This time, the obstruction was pushing back from above. What could exert such a specific directional force? And what was the drill hitting that not even 8,000 pounds of hydraulic pressure could butt? The situation escalated from strange to outright bizarre when Travis Taylor monitored the drill. S33 megahertz beacon using a spectrum analyzer. Upon contact with the obstruction, the normally steady beacon signal suddenly intensified. Not only did it spike in amplitude, but additional unexplained frequency peaks also appeared on the analyzer. Signals that had not been present before. The bit touched the mysterious object. To test the phenomenon, the drill bit was retracted and then re-engaged multiple times. Each time it moved away from the object, the anomalous signals disappeared. Each time it made contact again, the signals returned and intensified. This wasn't random interference, this was interactive. Whatever was buried inside the mesa was responding in real time. "Look how strong it got!" Travis exclaimed, visibly shocked by the data. The idea that a buried object could manipulate energy emissions in response to physical contact suggests an intelligence, or at least a highly engineered material at work beneath the surface. The term force field, once reserved for science fiction, was now being uttered by sober scientists in the middle of the Utah desert. After extended contact with the object, the crew expected somewhere on the drill bit scratches, dulling, maybe even a broken tip. Instead, the bit was completely undamaged, pristine, untouched. "I mean, it looks like it's in perfect condition," said one of the crew members, shaking his head in disbelief. "You'd think if you were grinding that against something for a half hour, it would dull it at least. No abrasion, no heat damage, no evidence the bit had even touched a physical surface. Whatever it was grinding against didn't behave like stone, metal, or any known material. It was as if the drill had hit a non-physical surface, a high-tech shield, perhaps, or some form of advanced frictionless alloy. As if the mechanical oddities weren't enough, the spectrum analyzer hinted at another layer of complexity. The signal emitted when the drill contacted the obstruction had characteristics similar to a communication signal. That's right. While pushing against this hidden object, the energy emissions began to resemble a modulated transmission. Could the object inside the mesa be a transmitter, a sensor, or even something more advanced, like a probe or beacon responding to external stimuli? While it's far too early to draw definitive conclusions, the implications are staggering. If the object is emitting communication signals, It suggests purpose, design, intelligence. This ISNT, the first time Skinwalker Ranch has produced results that bend the rules of conventional science. From inexplicable electromagnetic readings to cattle mutilations and reports of craft-like phenomena in the sky, the mesa has been a recurring point of interest and concern. The latest drilling experiment validates several earlier theories that there is something beneath the ground that is not natural, that it is intelligently reacting to, and that it may be protected by a technological barrier far beyond human capability. This is the stuff of science fiction, Travis remarked, watching the data unfold. And yet, here it is! With the drill unable to penetrate the object and only spoils from the surrounding rock collected, the team is now exploring other means of investigation, remote sensing, enhanced GPS sweeps, and even potential excavation may be on the horizon. Most importantly, the team hopes to extract even a fragment of the material for laboratory analysis. But given its indestructibility and strange energy behavior, even that may prove impossible. We've got 3 tests now that tell us there's something there, Travis concluded. The question is, what is it? Could it be a remnant of an ancient advanced civilization, a non-human artifact, or something beyond current human understanding altogether? Until more is revealed, the object buried inside the Utah Mesa remains one of the most compelling and mystifying discoveries in modern paranormal investigation. One thing is clear. The invisible force field uncovered by Travis Taylor and his team is not just an obstacle. It's a message. From whom and for what purpose remains the most tantalizing secret of Skinwalker Ranch. What if this isn't just an anomalous piece of material, but a gateway, an ancient portal or mechanism tied to something beyond our comprehension? The concept of space gates or wormholes has long fascinated physicists and science fiction writers alike. Einstein's general theory of relativity allows for the mathematical possibility of such shortcuts through space and time, though they require exotic matter with negative energy to remain stable. Could the object beneath the mesa be a component of such a construct? And if so, who or what put it there? Some theorists believe Earth has been seeded with ancient technologies by non-human intelligences, remnants of which are hidden in strategic, often remote locations. Skinwalker Ranch has long been rumored to be one of those places. The presence of an invisible force field hints at technology so advanced that it borders on magic. Arthur C. Clarke's famous third law states, "Any sufficiently advanced technology is indistinguishable from magic." And what better example of this than a seemingly impenetrable, intelligent barrier buried inside a mountain? Force fields, as depicted in science fiction, are energy barriers that can repel objects, absorb impact, or contain matter and radiation. While science has yet to create true force field, advances in plasma physics and electromagnetic fields have brought us closer than ever. What if someone else, something else, has already mastered it? The force encountered in the mesa may be an ancient protective mechanism lying dormant until disturbed. Adding to the mystery is the fact that Skinwalker Ranch has a long, unsettling history of encounters with mystical creatures, bipedal wolves, glowing humanoids, and shape-shifting entities. Could these beings be linked to the object inside the mesa? Some Native American traditions speak of portals between worlds and dimensions, often guarded or accessed through sacred sites. The term Skinwalker itself refers to a Navajo legend about witches who can transform into animals. If the anomaly is connected to such interdimensional doorways, then perhaps it's not merely physical, but temporal or spiritual in nature. These creatures might not just be folklore. They could be guardians or travelers through a system we barely understand. Timelines, too, seem to blur on the range. Numerous reports exist of time distortions, missing time, objects appearing and disappearing, GPS systems malfunctioning without explanation. Could the anomaly be a temporal anchor or perhaps a tear in the fabric of space-time itself? Scientists studying quantum mechanics have long speculated about parallel universes and the possibility of crossovers under extreme energy conditions. If the Mesa anomaly is a stabilized energy zone, it could be bleeding reality from one timeline into another, accounting for the strange phenomena that have persisted on the property for decades. Then there are the conspiracies. Shadowy government interest, black helicopters, and classified experiments that allegedly took place on the ranch during its previous ownership. Why would intelligence agencies be so invested in a remote Utah property unless there was something of tremendous importance hidden there? Some believe that discoveries like this anomaly are being suppressed because they challenge our fundamental understanding of reality, whether it's alien technology, ancient human knowledge, or a natural phenomenon that science can't yet explain. Something about the Mesa has governments and private organizations alike on high alert. Ultimately, what was uncovered beneath the surface of Skinwalker Ranch is more than just an impenetrable object. It is a symbol of the vast unknown, the layers of reality still hidden beneath our feet and within our minds. Each new discovery, each unexplained event is a doorway not just into the earth, but into the future of science and the mysteries of existence. As frightening as they may be, these enigmas are also invitations to look deeper, think broader, and embrace the possibility that we are not alone in the universe, nor in full control of the timeline we occupy. The Mesa's secret may not only reshape scientific thought, it could redefine what it means to be human.